guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing Influence of Influencers tag. What other things are these influencers influencing us to do? If you're interested in this fun video, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so this is a fun little video. I originally saw this video tag on Morgan Turner's and Heather Austin's channel, but the tag was created by Leora Goldberg, and I will definitely link her video down below. I will also link Morgan's and Heather's videos. I thought that the answers were so cute. I watched them 4 or 5 days ago, so at this point, I have so much going on, I forgot everything they said. So it will be super fun to go through these questions. Essentially what it is, you know, what else are beauty influencers influencing us on? Reality is that a lot of the decisions that we make, whether it be buying makeup or other things or ideas that we have about the world or just anything around us, really does come from an influence of another source, for the most part. But there's some really fun questions that you go through in this tag video, so just play along. If you're a content creator, I would love for you to recreate this. I think it's fun to just kind of see what goes on in everybody's mind. Make sure and tag me on Instagram so that I can come and check out your video. And if you're not an influencer, I mean, go ahead and answer the questions along with us anyway. I think it's just always fun to maybe do something a little different than makeup, but just have fun chit-chatting about what girls chit-chat about. So let's get started. Question number 1. Are you easily influenced by others, or do you follow your own path? I would say a little of both. I think that growing up, I was very easily influenced, and not always by positive things. I mean, for all you that know me personally, you already know. But I think that as you grow, you start to form your own ideas, you mature, and I think that that's just natural. But I say a little of both because I'm 39 now. I'm at a place where I feel very comfortable in my skin. I feel very comfortable with the decisions that I make, but sometimes I do want input from others. So I would say, yes, I'm influenced by others when I allow myself to be influenced. And this is actually something that I've become more comfortable with in the last couple of years. In the past, I was very much someone that would just go along with the flow so that I wouldn't upset the process or anybody else. And so now, very respectfully and in a loving way, I'm okay with saying no or resisting what others want us to do or not do or how they want me to think or feel. But I do it very respectfully, and I'm okay saying no. I'm okay going against the grain as long as I'm not being mean about it. So, yep, a little of both. Question number 2, who inspired you so much that you wanted to start your own channel? So 2 very important people. The first person that inspired me to start my own channel was my mom. Her and I would talk about it all the time, and the heavier and heavier I got into skincare and makeup and would just talk to her about it, she wasn't necessarily like too into it or too interested in what I had to say. But whenever I would talk to her about possibly starting a channel, she would be so excited, and she'd say, you should totally do it. I think that that would be fun for you. I think it would be a great creative outlet for you. And so she was definitely one of the biggest people in my life that influenced me to start my channel. The second one, and I've shared this before as well, is Michelle Wong. I had been toying with the idea. My mom had passed away like 9 or 10 months prior to me starting my channel. And one day, I just always walked around with the idea in the back of my mind. And one day, Michelle Wong uploads a video, how to start your beauty channel in 2020. And I watched the video. She was so factual, but she was also very inspirational and very motivating along the video, so that for people that had ears to hear, what she was saying was, if you're thinking about starting your channel, just start your channel. You will be so happy that you did. And I can't thank her enough for that. I mean, I think by now she knows that she inspired me to start my channel, but 2 things. Not only did she inspire me to start my own channel, but it also it kind of lit that fire within me. Like, I want to uplift and encourage others to do the same, because this has been such a positive experience for me, and it's been just an amazing outlet. And also a place of healing, funny or not. So, yep, definitely those two people. Name some amazing products that you bought because other influencers recommended them to you. I will just name a few because I could literally be here all day long, but there's a couple. So let's just go with the Michelle Wong influence. So I would say that this is my almost everyday go-to concealer. It's the Dior Forever Skin Correct. Such a beautiful concealer. Like I said, I use this almost on the daily. I just bought it like a few months ago and it's already like halfway done because it's so good and I love it so much. And then also the Pat McGrath black hole that I've fallen into and I can't get out of. Definitely influenced by Michelle Wong and others, but I would say like she was the one that kind of pushed me over the edge. So yeah, totally love these. Another amazing product is the YSL Tusha Clot Blur Primer. This was actually something that I saw on Hey It's Jacqueline's channel for the first time. She was talking about her Nordstrom picks for this year's 2020 Nordstrom sale event, and it came with the primer and the highlighter. I definitely love the highlighter for a subtle all over glow, but this primer has literally become an everyday for me and I absolutely love it. And the most recent purchase that I have here that somebody influenced me or recommended that I get is this Westman Atelier blush stick, and this one's in the shade Petal. It is absolutely beautiful, but this clean line overall, oh my gosh, I'm in love. I just recently had this really cool product swap video with Al Feisty, who is the one that recommended that I try this and also influenced my decision. I'll link that above, but super amazing blush. I can't wait to try more from the brand. Awesome. What's the worst purchase influenced by another influencer that you've ever made? I would say the worst purchase, I won't say whose channel I saw this on, but it was for the La Mer foundation. Everybody just has really amazing things to say about the foundation. They love the foundation, but this person was like, holy grail, holy grail, holy grail. I try it, and it is the absolute worst foundation to this day that I've ever put on my skin, and it's $120. So that is the worst purchase I've ever made by influence of an influencer. Question number 5. Who are your favorite influencers whose recommendations you trust unconditionally? I would say there are a few. I mean, for the most part, all the people that I watch, like I trust, duh, like that's why I watch them. But I would say Michelle Wong's recommendations because they're so thorough. Like I have like maybe 1 or 2 misses over the last few years that I've been watching her, 2 or 3 years. So I absolutely trust her. Like when she says it's good, it is good, like hands down. And then another one more recent to me that I really do trust because she has a lot of experience with luxury makeup and it's just an area that I've slowly transitioned into. And that's Jen from Al Feisty. I really trust her recommendations. The third one is Gigi's Beauty, and Gigi's Beauty because she just, I don't know, I think it's like we're makeup twins. We always say that. We're total makeup twins. We have the same skin type. We have the same skin tone. And I've noticed over the last few months that I kind of like what she likes. So I really trust her recommendations, especially when it comes to foundations. And the next one is Lexi Zhang. Lexi Zhang is just so thorough in her recommendations and she really does her homework on like overall specs of the products and like how she thinks they will perform on you. And she's just very, I guess, detailed and thorough. So I always trust her recommendations. And the last one is Arahi World. Arahi, again, so thorough, and I feel like she's very factual. She does very in-depth videos, and so I get like a really good sense of the product before I purchase it. And so I would say like those influencers are the ones that I trust the most, hands down, with their makeup recommendations. Okay, question number 6. Is FOMO a thing in your life? So for those of you that don't know, FOMO is fear of missing out. I always get it backwards because my kids say I'm old, so like mofo, FOMO, like what? But fear of missing out, and like, yeah, FOMO is a real thing in my life. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've said, nope, I'm not buying that, I'm not buying that. And then the moment that I start to see people review it, or like my friends on YouTube review it and just say how beautiful or how great a product is, I kind of just run and I get it because I have to have it. I have to try the formula. I'm just a little too curious. And so, yeah, fear of missing out is a real thing in my life. And I think in most people, if they are honest enough to admit it, but for sure. Number 7, how much money have you spent in the last 3 months on products you discovered through other influencers? So this is not part of the question. I have spent a lot of money in the last 3 months on makeup. I would say though that how much money have I spent on makeup that was influenced by another during the last 3 months is not much. Only because now that I've started my channel, I am trying to stay on top of like new trends, new releases, new launches. And so I'm purchasing them along with other influencers as we try to get our reviews up on our channel. So I would say not much. At the same time, not much to me is very, very different than not much to you. And like, I just don't want to put a dollar amount on it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not putting a dollar amount on it. Okay. Number 8, have you ever bought something you didn't initially want to buy because another influencer convinced you that you had to have it? And if so, what is it? Yes, absolutely. Let me show you my 2 recent have to them. You've seen these all over my videos, and yeah, I mean, pretty much she convinced me that I had to have them because of how amazing the formula was. And I'm talking about my Dior Quince. We're at 6 now. I have one more on its way. I would say that the people that convinced me that I had to have them, really, whether they knew this or not, was Jen from All Feisty, like duh. And then also Arahi's World, just because of their reviews. They were so thorough, so great. And so the more I saw these Quince come up, the more I knew I had to have them. And they pretty much said, like, the formula is so amazing, you have to have them. They were right. The next one was one that Kara, Beauty in the Frizz, said I absolutely have to have. And actually, I remember our phone call, and she was like, girl, just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. You know, just go ahead and check out. Literally her words. She made me do it. And man, was she right. It is absolutely stunning. I'm having so much fun with this palette. And yeah, I don't regret it one bit. Nada. Zip. Number 9, what's the most important thing that you have learned by watching other influencers? There's a couple of lessons here. One, I learn from other influencers daily, like just different things to include in my videos, making sure that they're thorough and complete reviews, making sure that I'm giving the viewer all of the information that they need to make a decision on a certain product. But another thing that I've learned is that I shouldn't rush to go pick up the latest launch as quickly as possible. Not only is it really stressful, but you know, it's almost like I can't do it. I can't do it with every single launch. I have a full-time job. I have 3 kids. I have a house, a husband. And so I think that that's what subconsciously I've learned. Like, yes, if you're interested in that new launch, definitely go out and get it. But don't try to get on every single launch because it's just not possible. It will take over your life. Number 10, do you watch the kind of content you create or do you go for something different and why? I definitely watch the content, the type of content that I create. So I do like to watch a lot of beauty content, mostly because a lot of my friends that are on YouTube, like I really enjoy their channels and I really trust their input and their insight into these products. So definitely watch beauty content. But lately I've been getting into like true crime. And of course that's Bailey Sarian's fault. But I've been getting into true crime on YouTube. And then I've also been getting into like, I've been watching like these channels of like couples where one of the partners is disabled and it just kind of talks about their journey and like what their daily struggles are and all of that, which I think is so funny because I mean, I don't know. I just find it interesting. I find it so heartwarming to see how love is love. Like, you know, one of the partners is disabled or has a life-threatening disease or disorder, and they're just so in love. They love each other, support each other, and I don't know, it just kind of gives me all the feels, you know? So yeah, I mean, I do watch beauty YouTube, but I do watch other stuff too. Yeah. And then the last question, which is one that I instantly knew the answer to, but it's if you could influence a large number of other influencers to try one thing that's really important to you or works well for you, what would it be? So this one is, if I could influence a large group of influencers to do this one thing, would be to support each other. To support each other unconditionally, to give free support. And that doesn't mean to get bogged down with watching hundreds of beauty channels, because reality is we only have enough hours in the day. But I can't tell you how far it goes with someone that when you see them post something on Instagram, like leave a nice comment or leave a comment that praises their work on that video, share their video that's coming up on your Insta stories, like anything like that to support and promote each other. Like, I think that goes a long way. When it comes to larger YouTubers, I think sometimes we do hear a little bit about the drama and the negativity and everything that goes on, but that's not what I have found here within the smaller YouTuber community. Everybody loves each other. Everybody is complimentary of each other. But if I could influence a large group, I would say, you know, be free with your compliments. Be free with sharing that content of another creator. Helping others shine bright never makes your light shine less. That's what I would want to influence others with. Support each other. Uplift each other. You will create an amazing community. So that's it, guys. I thought this was super fun, cute little video, just giving you a little bit of insight into what goes on in my mind. I think that the only one that I wasn't completely open with was the spending one, because, like, to be honest, even if I wanted to put a dollar amount to it, who the hell knows? I don't even know how much I've spent in the last 3 months on makeup. That's okay. I'd rather keep it that way. So, you know, ignorance is bliss. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are a content creator, feel free to recreate this tag and, you know, make sure and give credit to Leora Goldberg for creating this really fun tag. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!